Yeshua Christ arise and let his enemies be scattered. This message right here is the hip-hop. I got a message to all the rappers in the game and all the young brothers that plan to get inside of the game. It's a simple question, alright? On the day of judgment, which you can never avoid, everybody has to face the Almighty. What will you do when Christ is staring at you with eyes of fire, ready to send you into the lake of fire for eternity? What will you say to him? Oh, I didn't know I was deceiving the young generation. I didn't know my music had an influence. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, I was being deceived. What will you say to him? Let's talk about it, because you can't buy your way out. And your goons and your soldiers around you won't be able to shoot their way out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be between you and the Almighty. And you're going to be so ashamed when you find out he really did die for you. When you're looking at him and he's got 2 holes in his hands. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be ashamed when you find out he really resurrected for you. And instead of using the talent that he gave you for him and to help the community like Martin Luther King, you let Satan pimp you like a hoe. Hey, what, you going to tell me he ain't? You do what he tells you to do. That's why you signed that piece of paper when you got paid, which includes joining a secret society and doing all type of satanic things on the low, which includes homosexuality or degrading yourself as a man. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on. Destroying your young generation that you was raised in. The same brothers you was around suffering with, who was getting shot, locked up, catching AIDS, sisters on welfare, all suffering, and you found a way out. But instead of doing it for Christ, you know what I'm saying, and coming back to your hood with your money and be like, yo, y'all listen here, Christ is real, Satan is a loser, and he's going to hell. I want y'all to start loving one another. You added fuel to the fire. How many more years can we rap about murdering like it's cool? How many more years can we rap about fornicating like we denying there's really a hell? That's my question for y'all rappers in the game. My question to hip-hop. What are y'all gonna do? You can't avoid Christ. The wrath of the Lamb is coming. You know what I'm saying? The word of God says, what is it for a man to gain the whole world but to lose his own soul? In other words, when you chilling in your mansion around all your diamonds, all them females laid out around you, your nice Maybach Benz, you know what I'm saying? You still naked and cold and empty inside, according to the word of God. So I know you got a conscience. I'm just trying to reach you as a brother who loves you. I'm not out to go at war with you. And I'm not trying to get publicity by exposing y'all. I'm out to win your soul. I love you, yo. I could care less about getting to the top. Christ, yes, was at the top. I just don't think there's people around you trying to encourage you to find Christ. You blinded by fame right now and you headed straight to hell. And I'm just reaching out my hand to you, telling you, yo, hop on the boat, because, yo, it's getting cold out and the water's rising. Yo, have you ever did your study in history how slaves most of the time got caught? It was by their own people who sold them out for guns. The Europeans would offer them guns, and in return they had to sell out their own people. What's the difference between you and them? Instead of guns, Satan, through a homosexual label owner, offered you money and fame, but you had to sign on a dotted line and give your soul away. Well, let me tell you something. You could get your soul back and give it to Christ. 50. Yo, you was shot how many times? Left dead in the whip, and Christ gave you another chance. Let me tell you something. If Satan had it his way, he'd kill you today, dog. And if you disrespecting the Lord, you ain't gonna make it, fam. Give your life to him. Jay-Z, why you down with the Freemasons? They hate you. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Why you repping Illuminati? You know what I'm saying? With your pyramid. That ain't the rock symbol. Come on, keep it real, dog. Christ loves you. And you got such an influence in the hood. What are you doing, dog? NAS, come on, man. All of y'all. Eminem, Last video I seen you standing around people like you murdered them in your music video, knowing very well that these white boys in the suburbs mimic you. What you want, another Columbine, dog? You don't have enough money? You know what I'm saying? All y'all rappers, I don't got time to name y'all off. There's too many of y'all, and I love all of y'all. Dead Prez, you say you for the black man, and you saying F the Bible in your music, dog? Did you ever know Ethiopia was worshiping Yeshua Christ? You know what I'm saying? In the days of the book of Acts, before the white man even introduced them to the Bible, they was already worshiping Christ. So do your studies right. DMX, what's good? I know you love God. Why you going back and forth like a ship in the ocean? Stick to Christ and ride out, and you'll be remembered. That's all I got to say, yo. I don't want to talk too much. I got enough things to talk about. I just wanted to give y'all a message. And I didn't mention all of y'all. There's too many of y'all. But in reality, Satan gave you that money. Use him as a footstool. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to go to hell. Take your money, buy Bibles. Instead of buying burners in the hood, cop Bibles. Start feeding the widows. Start sending money overseas to these poor countries. And start doing music for Christ. And when you do, holla at WERKS. Because I love to do a track with every single one of y'all. Because all of y'all was meant to live and reign with Christ. You wasn't meant for hell. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the church condemns you instead of praying for you. Well, I'm out to tell you that we love you. Yo, all of y'all rappers, all of y'all, give your life to Christ. He loves you. He cares for you. He wants to save you. Because at the end of the day, you know there's a real God. And you know who he is. It's Yeshua Christ.